Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. Have you ever stopped and thought about how technology plays a role in everyday life? Technology surrounds us. It consumes us. Some individuals find technology to be a savior. With that said, if you follow me, I'll show you why that is not the case. Just want some silence. In the scene you have just witnessed is something that happens to every single person on a daily basis. Technology has created a world that no longer can be silent. Joseph Franklin, Ph.D. in physics from the Technical University in Berlin and scientist at the Ontario Research Foundation, says, and I quote, "In a technological world where the acoustic environment is largely artificial, silence takes on new dimensions." Franklin emphasizes how through technology the world no longer can be silent. She also stated, and I quote, "Before we had a technological mediated society, before we had electronics and electromagnetic devices, sound was rightly seen as ephemeral. Sound was coupled to its source, and lasts only a very short time. The world has to have sound, but it also has to have times that are silent. Technology has almost made that impossible. Now I will show you another scenario, how technology is doing more harm than good." Wonder what the weather's like outside. I'll look it up. A little cold. This is a perfect example of how technology has changed the world for the worse. The man looked at the weather on his phone compared to just looking outside himself while he was standing right next to a window. He could have even opened the door and stepped outside, but instead he chose to look at his phone. That is what technology has done to us. People would rather look something up on the internet rather than go and discover it for themselves. Through technology, the world appears a lot smaller. People would rather look up an unforsaken part of the world and see it that way rather than go and discover it for themselves. Once a person sees something multiple times, it loses its unique qualities. Franklin states, and I quote, that things considered in the past to be normal or ordinary become rare and extraordinary, while those things once considered rare and unusual become normal and routine. Franklin is saying how nothing in the world really amazes people in today's society. Now on to the final example of problems with technology. Get him! Man, went out. Now what I don't even know what I'm supposed to do now. As you can see, the individual got upset when he could no longer play his video game. He said he didn't even know what to do. That is from technology. People in today's day and age take for granted what they have. People have video games, cell phones, computers, and so much more. Some people either forget or simply do not understand how life once was. They forget how people had to work for what they had. Sven Burkitz, graduate from the University of Michigan and teacher at Bennington College, says, and I quote, "The more we grow rooted in the consciousness of now, the more it will seem utterly extraordinary that things were ever any different." Burkitz explains how if people continue to delegate on the path they continue taking, then the past and all of the amazing aspects that happen in it will go away. People need to stop focusing so much on the now. Man, technology is truly amazing. People all across the globe benefit from the rise in technology. With that said, technology does more harm than good. Technology has put a damper on life that may never go away. Technology has completely gotten rid of silence, gotten rid of extraordinary aspects, and changed the way that people think on a daily basis. I'm Colton Kaiser, and until next time, stay safe, Mrs. Diedrich.